You hit the next key. Okay, I'm Cyril Penn. I'm with Wine Business Monthly, and this is the Energy Panel. And Wine Business Monthly is a trade magazine. We're based in Sonoma, California, by the way. We're a trade magazine for wineries and growers, and we cover grape growing, winemaking, marketing, sales, business, finance, technology. This is just a little about what we do. We try to give people practical information, and when we run articles about problems, like climate change is a pretty big problem, we try to give people a takeaway or give people some actionable information so that it just isn't an article about a problem. We call those worry with me stories, and we have a rule, no worry with me stories allowed in Wine Business Monthly. So it's been great to see the focus on solutions here at the conference. David mentioned that I covered the energy industry. I did it for about 12 years for various publications. Anybody recognize this guy? That's right. So 30 years ago, when I'd just gotten out of school, I was on the energy desk at Reuters, and I remember writing an article about his testimony before Congress. And there was a different discussion back then. I remember I was trying to explain to people what the greenhouse effect was and what global warming meant. And climate change wasn't even part of the vernacular, but obviously we've come a long way, and people know about it. So this is from a survey we do. We do a facility survey every year, and we alternate between asking questions about water and energy use. So last year we asked about water. This is from the year before. This year we'll be asking about energy again. So it'll be interesting to see how some of this stuff changed. But there were about 300 responses to this survey, by the way. But it gives you a sense of what wineries are doing. And I'm not going to dwell on this. It's all on our website. You can check it out at winebusiness.com. We've got 20 years of magazines. You can scan and search. Here's more about what people are doing. I wanted to mention sustainability programs really quickly. I know we have people from many countries here, and I'm not that up on which countries have sustainability programs. I know some do, some don't, but we have many. This is 8 of them from an article we ran. I know there's even more of that in the United States. Washington State just announced that they redid theirs yesterday. So I just wanted to call attention to the logo on the top in the middle. That's the Code of Sustainable Wine Growing, and that has an energy component to it. It's been around about 10 years. There's a self-assessment tool so wineries can benchmark what they're doing. They can come back to it and see their progress. People can see how their peers are doing and whatnot. It's another resource. You can Google it and find out about it, but an engineering company called Kennedy Jenks put that together about 10 years ago. So I think that's a cool thing to know about. And I wanted to mention the Green Medal Awards. I've been a judge for the Green Medal Awards in California for the last 5 years, and we just did our judging last week, and it was about a 4-hour process, very, very rigorous. All of the applications are just really, really solid. So picking the winners is not easy. And I just want to mention this because there's a lot of good stuff happening that wineries are doing. I mean, wineries are green businesses by nature, and we've come a long way. I mean, 15 years ago, I used to get press releases about, I installed a solar system, and it was actually news. And now, it's what people are doing because saving energy saves money. It's not just about the CO2 footprint. Jackson Family Wines won the Leader Award in 2016, and Katie Jackson is on our panel. And that's it for me. I want to introduce our panelists, starting with Wami Gramona, who we're very glad to have. He's a leader in many, many ways. He studied viticulture back in 1985 in Madrid, and then he went to grad school in Dijon, and he became technical director for Gramona, and then he became the CEO, so he's a chief executive officer, but he's also an academic. He's a professor. He teaches at 2 universities, and he's involved in many industry groups, the Cava Trade Association, INAVI, the Wine Technology Cluster. I mean, he's on the Cava board, and he's the president of the Biodynamic Grape Growers Association, so it goes on and on. Take it away, Wami, come on up.